Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Thursday, the 18th and Friday, the 19th of October, 2018. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. So we did get a bounce on Tuesday that took us back to the moving average. Then we stalled out there on Wednesday. Really haven't gone anywhere. Keep in mind, that looks like the options unraveling move on Tuesday, which is a day early, but it clearly started after the last hour, so it feels like it. So if that's the case, there's not a lot of protection on the market right now as we head into expiration on Friday, but let's talk about what happened on the major indices on Wednesday, and then we'll look at the rest of the week ahead. So crude oil up 5 cents to 69.80, bouncing a bit off of the recent drop. Gold down 60 cents, hasn't really done anything in this move. The S&P cash, the S&P 500, literally lost 0.71, less than a point down. That's a blip. The NASDAQ 100 literally up 2.2. So, we've had these days where they're up 100, 200 points on the NASDAQ or down 200 or more. And here we are up 2 points. Basically a waste of time. Stocks down 5.64. The biotech's down 4.92. So all these things are dead flat right at the moving average. And again, if that was options unraveling that took us up on Tuesday and that's done, doesn't bode well for the markets. NASDAQ, Russell 2000 down 7. Again, stalled at the moving average. The VIX down 22 cents to 1740. Trading closes at 0.73. That puts the 10-day moving average at 0.94, which is not a signal either way. We've got NASDAQ volume of 2.3 billion, which is some of the lightest. So again, the days up have been light volume. The days flat have been light volume. The days down have been heavy volume. That should be your concern. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, negative 407. On the New York, negative 756. Google loses $5.49. Apple down 96 cents. Netflix up 18.30 on a gap up, and we made some money on the short side of that today. Amazon down up 11.77. Tesla loses 4.81 is what it is. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 68 cents. Goldman Sachs up 6.58. That's a big bump for Goldman. Still near the lows of the year, but it's a big bump. And Facebook up 64 cents. All right, let's look at the intraday action on the 5-minute candles. So again, after Tuesday's gap up and push up day, that could have been the options unraveling. Wednesday we gapped down a little, went lower early, came back, filled the gap, and then that was it, dead flat for the last few hours and closed about even. Here's the NASDAQ side. Pretty much the same story, if not even flatter. So that's really disappointing to see. All right, so we don't typically do a market preview on Thursdays going into Fridays, because most of the week has played out. I don't know that this week will be any different, because if that was options unraveling on Tuesday, and since we don't have downside momentum at the moment, we don't have to be worried about Friday. But anything's possible for Thursday and Friday at this point, because the market has been down a bit lately. We've got the Philly Fed number Thursday, an hour before the bell. Initial and continuing jobless claims, an hour before the bell. CB leading index 30 minutes in. Natty gas an hour in. Existing home sales on Friday, and that's it. So there's not, and then the options expiration itself. We'll have everything else over the weekend to talk about. I don't know if this is going to lead to anything with what's left of the week. I would have liked to see more downside momentum to scare people out. That would have been good for us, but this is not that. So charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple of weeks. Have a great trading Thursday.